really two great reasons for me to be standing specifically here at the KFWE 2015. And that's because I'm in front of a table that has both Chile and Marten by Pelter. Those are two different wineries. One is Chile, and Chile just got the highest rated wine from Israel, 93 points in the Wine Enthusiast, which is coming out
February 17th.
February 17th, there you go. And Marten by Pelter is made by the Pelter family, who has not been kosher until now. They're making kosher wine. It's not even available in the market yet. It won't be available, in fact, until late spring, until about May. So, this is like, drum roll please, here it is. In the case of Israeli wines, more and more non-kosher or non-certified wineries are making themselves kosher. And we are only seeking those that have the best, highest quality and ratio value of, value. So it's not just the highest quality, it's got to be great wine at a great value.
What distinguishes a $10 bottle of wine from a $100 bottle of wine?
Sometimes it's just a matter of quantity, supply and demand. But I suggest, honestly, that consumers shouldn't care about supply and demand. They should care about what really tastes great. You can have some wines, I don't mind admitting it, you can have some wines that are $20 that is good as wines that tasting-wise, as wines that are 40 or even 50. And on the other hand, there's some wines that are $100, Laurent Perrier Blue Rosé, which is out of stock right now. Chile Legend, that are more expensive, but worth every dime. What's good, what's not?
What's a good bottle?
So I always, rhetorically, as the Jew that I am, ask the following question. In a room full of people, I'll say, how many people know the difference between Tropicana and store-bought orange juice? Nearly everybody will raise their hands. Certainly everybody who drinks a lot of orange juice, because they really can tell the difference because they drink a lot of orange juice. We have a device called the 5 S's. The 5 S's are very simple. First S is the S of sight. So what you're looking for is clarity and color. In red wine, you want to be anything between purple and a little bricky. Color, you don't want it to be brown, because that means it's oxidized. The second S is the S of swirl. Okay? And what that does is it aerates the wine even more, which allows aromas to come out. Right? Exactly. And the next one is going to be smell or sniff. And you put your nice little Jewish nose in the glass. And you try to identify aromas. Here's where your question comes from even more directly. You try to identify aromas in the glass that you recognize. It could be woody, it could be alcohol, it could be blackberries or cherries that you recognize, or oranges. And you know how an orange smells. And you think, oh, wow, that does smell like vanilla. That does smell like wood. It does smell like alcohol. So first we'll start with those basic smells that you already know in your own heart and mind. Okay, so you have sight, swirl, smell. The next S is savor. You put the money in your mouth. As such, I already made the bracha. But wait, savor is very important because there are different shaped taste buds in different parts of your tongue. So you have to move it all around so you can get all the flavors and all the different taste shapes. All the different shaped taste buds. See, that's why I'm best. And finally, the last S is the S for swallow, which I did, spit. If you're a wine taster and judge like I am, and you taste 30, 40, 100 wines, like you're going to do today, you should really be spitting. I didn't spit today because I didn't have a spit bucket. But you'll notice that we do have spit buckets. And they're here for a reason, and there's nothing wrong with it. To take a little wine here, and I'll demonstrate. And to spit. Nothing wrong. Don't be embarrassed. It's a very good thing, especially in a day like today, if you want to taste all these wines, and you want to appreciate them. If you drink every wine, by the time you get to 12 wine, you won't recognize the 13.
Well, there's only 600 bottles in the whole of the USA. They're all numbered bottles.
Good.
And there are only 600 bottles in the whole of the USA. I taste each individual cask to make sure it's okay, because when you get to this age, the oak barrels can give too much wood to the whiskey. So
What kind of barrels are they aged?
they're aged ex-bourbon barrels. They spent their life in Kentucky first and then shipped to Scotland, reused again. And so this has been in a barrel for 37 years.
How many barrels of this do you guys make?
To make 600 bottles, because the evaporation is so much over the time, we had to use about maybe 20 barrels, 17, 18 barrels.
How much
It's one barrel and it's made 105 bottles. That's it.
bring it to the
It'll all be sold in Europe. No, it won't come
How do you
here.
make me to America?
Because it's all bottled in the 700 ml size for Europe.
Okay,
Two.
so tell us how temperature, humidity, weather affects the grapes and the quality of the wine that you get every day.
Wine, despite being a very sophisticated product, is a natural product. Wine is made from grapes. Grapes naturally grow. Different climates are better for different grapes. Different years, different grapes. The soil, the climate, the humidity, it all plays a role into grapes. There are certain areas in France, for example, where it's just legal to grow Cabernet, and different areas for Merlot. So different areas are more appropriate for different grapes. Like I said, wine is natural. All a winemaker really does is it allows the natural flavors from the grapes to come out, complemented by a little bit of oak, complemented by a little bit of aging, but at its core, wine is really a natural product. So there are Bordeaux years that are known to be legendary years. And 2005 was the year of the century for Bordeaux. 2013 is looking to be a good year. California, this year, the 2013 vintage, the 2014 vintage, which is not out yet, was fabulous, especially for Northern California. There was very little rain. You must have read about the drought in California. There was very little rain. That means the grapes are more intense, more concentrated, higher alcohol, more extraction. It's a style of wine. So every area has a different climate, a different vintage, and within the same area, sometimes a winery or a vineyard on top of the hill could have a very different price point and a very different profile than the wineries that's just about a half a mile away. The company does not bring in any Shemitah wines, so we will never bring in a Shemitah wine. You will not find a wine from Shemitah. What we do is we make more wine the year before. It carries us over for the Shemitah year. The wineries sell us most of the wine the year before, and they sell in Israel. They sell the Shemitah wines, and they don't export to us. So if you really want to learn about wine, buy an expensive wine or a $25, $30 wine and a $10 wine. Open them up side by side on Shabbos. Prepare 2 glasses. Pour yourself a little bit of both and go from glass to glass. And the contrast will open your eyes. Suddenly, when you read the back label and you see all these funny things that we write there, you know what? I actually smell it. But you get more of it when you contrast. You can open up 3 bottles and you'll see differences. Open up a Syrah, a Cabernet, and a Merlot. And smell one by one. Come back a half hour later, smell it again. Taste it. Explore. Don't get stuck on one wine. Big mistake.
Weather plays a role in the taste of the grapes, the texture. Why do wine manufacturers, let's say, go to Puerto Rico, where you know the climate is guaranteed, very little rain, perfect temperature, it's just, you know, it's going to be like 75 to 80 day in, day out, and no rain.
Puerto Rico would be an example of a place that doesn't make wine. They make fabulous rums because they grow a lot of sugar, but they don't grow wine. The thing for wine is you need all of these elements. You need rain. You need fluctuating temperatures. Cold nights, hot days, beautiful for wine. You want that. You want all these elements, but you want them to synchronize. You want them to be balanced. And only Hashem has the key to that.
What would you recommend someone who comes to the show right now and says, I know nothing about wine, I want something sweet or light? What would you recommend them?
So first of all, people know more than they think they know. Wine is just very intimidating because we use all these fancy words and we talk about wine in ways that the general market don't understand. That's not what we try to do. We try to bring wine down to everybody. Everybody knows what they're tasting. You have a tongue, you have a palate, you know what you're tasting. You just have to be willing to test your senses and challenge your senses. There's a wine called Baron, there's like Chenin Blanc. It's a white wine, $7 a barrel. Simple. Chill it. Drink it. Don't drink sip wine. Chill it, sip it. It's beautiful. You smell it and you will smell aromas of lemon, citrus, melons. You'll smell it. But not if you're saying, well, you know, you see people and they're like skeptical. They're like, they nose the wine, but they're not sure what they smell. If people allow their senses to just go for a ride, they know a lot more than anything. So Chenin Blanc, Jeunesse. Jeunesse is the ultimate entry-level wine. It's a Cabernet, but it's not dry. So you get all those fruit flavors. Because when people say, how does this wine smell like citrus? Well, it's made from fruits. It's grapes. I know it's dry, but the dryness overwhelms them. It doesn't allow them to get all these fruity flavors. With Jeunesse, it's semi-dry. And therefore, they're once again smelling and getting all these aromas from the grapes, and they're not disturbed by the dry taste.
How did you guys pick this wine glass for this show?
This is the most generic style wine glass. Again, the shape for the glass is very simple. You want to get aroma from the wine. The best way to get a smell of the wine is by swirling it. When you swirl the wine, just like when you shake your basam and Matzah Shabbos, you're going to allow the aromatics to come out, because when oxygen and wine meet, and as we shake it, we're getting more oxygen to meet the wine, we're simply going to get more smell. And then we want the smell not to go in 50 directions with a wide open top. We want the smell to be concentrated in one direction. So we swirl it. We got a lot of smell coming out. We get a lot of oxygen mixing with the wine. And then we seal the top with our nose.
Here's the big guy.
And this way we get all the aromas. I actually have a glass at home that has an indentation. So you can literally lock the glass up to your nose.
And the best thing to do between each wine is to have a little cracker or piece of bread to restart from zero. Like that you clean them out and you can taste the wine as if you were doing tasting.
And also now it's organic, it's bio, it's an organic wine that we produce in the area of the Taverne. In France we can take the grapes, like let's say grapes from Bordeaux, and to move to another place to mix with another grapes. Sancerre, the name of the area is 18 de Le Cher, not so far from France, from Paris. It's
Every wine has this on top of the bottle?
Yeah, from France, yeah.
Very interesting.
33, it's Bordeaux, and we have to have this vignette, like a French vignette, like the stamp of France, La Marianne. Marianne, it's the label of the French woman. Okay, so every kind of wine must be from all this area. You can mix it. Like in America, you can take the grapes
from Napa and
Napa, you mix in the south of France, or in Israel you can have grapes from the Negev, you bring back to Galilee and you mix with it. No, in France, every area must have its grapes.
What is in vodka and vanilla?
Right, so in vodka vanilla is why it's called vodka. It's a creamy liquor. The alcohol we use in it is vodka. Instead of using plain Melassa alcohol or anything else, we use vodka. That's why we call it vodka vanilla. It's a nice way of branding it. Same in the coffee, we use scotch, we use whiskey. Our alcohol is whiskey. To be able to call it scotch is coffee. So it's a nice creamy liquor, non-dairy of course. So you can drink on its own over ice, always delicious, refreshing. What we're doing today is showing you how to take it to the next level. The next level, of course, it's a very good base, a good mix for cocktails. Now, some people can do very professional cocktails, mixing it forever. Today we're going to find very simple cocktails. As you can see, this is Walder's mixed with mango juice. This is Walder's mixed with cranberry juice. This is a pina colada, which is Walder's mixed with pineapple juice and a bit of rum. And this is Walder's Godfather, which is the Scotch and coffee mixed with whiskey and amaretto. The new product which is going to be released this summer, Metropolitan Pavilion, is the Walder's Rum and Banoffee. Banoffee stands for banana toffee. Again, a very unique flavor which is not yet on the market, no one has it. Very nice, balanced, very nice liquor again. And also, it's going to be the same place, you're going to be able to use it in cocktails and everything else.
You got a swish, champagne, right? Smell, sniff. This is a little softer.
Yeah, it's the dry.
What about this one?
Shiraz is
Delicious wine.
Blue wine from terroir.
We are Morad Wine. At Morad Wine, we are specializing in making wine from fruit, vegetables, and herbs. We do not use any grapes. We are very unique, and we like to stay this way. There are about 300 different types of passion fruit, but only 2 of them are edible. This is made from one of them, which is edible. Passion fruit has 2 seasons. One is the winter and one is in the summer. And the lifetime of a passion fruit wine is 5 years. Every 3 years it has to be replanted because we cannot use it for the first 3 years. Only the last 2 years is acceptable to make wine. So the passion fruit has to be continuously cultivated and really made so that it's suitable for our needs.